we can't go live and then you talk about what my taint looks like to other people. That is just not proper. We don't know who's listening half the time, and we don't know who pops in on here.
That's true, but I just want to share your taint with the world, pal.
I heard it was taint-tastic.
Yeah. I mean, this microphone's not freaking blocking my face.
It's always blocking your face. That's all you do. You always block your face. I even specifically make it so my camera is at the side, so so I can talk. I talk out of the side of my mouth when I do this, or I'll talk straight forward like that to make it louder.
This is better, right? I think this is way better.
Yeah, that's
right?
way better. Way better.
All right,
we can see all the pubes on your chin.
Hey, come on. I had this pimple over here. I had this pimple before Monday right here, and I was trying to pop it, and hopefully it wasn't not show up on camera. But that's obviously not the case. So I popped it like a couple days ago. But
it's in the shadow. It really just looks like you have a scar from an old war veteran crime.
I considered putting on concealer. That's what
I know. I don't know why. Like, you're a human, dude. I got this whole. My hair is flinging up today. I don't know why. It's doing this flinge. So I'm just gonna. I'll go like Chris.
Well, I do it because of that alopecia I got going on, but
alopecia,
or if you want to go super scientific, androgenetic alopecia, which is male pattern baldness, which I got. Be 35 in a couple days.
Bald, whatever, dude. Fucking, it's hair, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, my wife still loves me, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, you look, you're good. Like, some people can't pull off bald, but you pull it off pretty well, so I don't fucking care.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah, you're like the Hulk Hogan of podcasting.
So are we good to start?
Are you the Hulk Hogan of podcasting?
I could be the Hulk Hogan of podcasting. I'm not saying.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah, I guess.
No, let's bring up the energy a bit before we do it. I want you to scream when you're ready.
You want me to scream?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, cool. You really want me to scream?
Yeah, I want you to, man.
I never screamed on this microphone. Let's try it. All right, ready?
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all the great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, to another new episode of two of the coolest geeky guys you know in the world of movies that don't suck and some do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we're bringing you two movies, the two top movies at the box office.
Yeah, not just fucking streaming, man. Just the box office. We went to the movie twice this week. I did. I think we both did. Went to the theater twice this week. It's amazing.
Yeah, I went to on Tuesday and Wednesday because
I had AMC.
Yeah, I had 942 people here this past weekend. So, all right. So, first things first. The first movie we'll talk about, one of the best villains ever portrayed in an animated film, and has been animated, live action. I don't
think it's been CGI yet.
No, it hasn't been CGI yet, but there's part 1, part 2, and then there's the movies part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, I think there's some direct-to-video animation ones too.
Yeah, and then Glenn Close, of course, played this villain first live action, but Emma Stone.
Yeah.
My name is an anagram for I love.
What's an anagram?
Look it up, big boy. What's your problem? You really want to know what my problem is? No, that was a rhetorical question. I don't want to know anything from you.
We are not friends anymore.
Oh.
We are officially over. Oh, rats. Hey, I want my juicy sweatshirt back. It's way too loose around your chest anyway.
Ooh, burn.
That's from Easy A. I fucking love Easy A. Easy A is great.
Easy A is one of her best movies. I mean, she was in so many good classics, including Super Bad.
Yeah, I think that was like her first big one, right?
And then she was in, of course, the Oscar-winning La La Land.
And Help and plenty of other stuff. What movie are
Emma
we doing?
Thomas is in it.
Emma Thompson.
Yeah.
I think it's time for a raise.
I see. This is actually very exciting to me.
Really? Great.
Because what you're describing is the most clear-cut example of the classic sexist argument for the advancement of men in the workplace. You're asking for a raise not because of any work-related contribution you've made, but simply because you have a family. And that's why in the 1950s, family men were promoted over the women they worked with. I've never encountered it, actually, in such a clean, teachable way.
It's from with the late night, right?
Yeah, it's
So,
from Late Night from 2019. But she's known for what? Everything.
She's amazing. She's amazing.
I mean, she was in Saving Mr. Banks, Insensibility, Remains of the Day, Love Actually. I mean, I can go Primary Colors, Junior, The Blue Boy, Cheers, the television show. You know, like
Bridget Jones'
War,
baby. Man.
Yeah, Bridget Jones. I mean, it's Emma fucking Thompson, people. And then
Nanny McPhee. She's Nanny McPhee, dude.
Nanny fucking McPhee. And then also Paul Walter Hauser makes appearance in this.
I've been a co-op specialist in Switzerland and Europe. Hostage retrieval is my area of expertise. I'm telling you, man, we're in and we're out. Mind control may be necessary, which I've been practicing in Kenya, Korea. When traveling internationally, I'm as resourceful as a lizard. My skills have been honed by years of infiltrating underground organizations. So we blend and we disappear, and under no circumstances do we create or cause a scene. Tanya! No! Fuck you!
What movie is this though? What movie?
That's from I, Tanya, the first one of the first two movies we ever reviewed when we were still giving away endings. But the first two movies that we reviewed was I, Tanya and Last Jedi. And that was him playing Sean. He was also in The Black Klansman. He's been in Cobra Kai, the TV show. I mean, like, if you haven't seen Cobra Kai by now, pretty much you hate movies. That's the way I see it.
Oh, that's
if
what
you've not, yeah, if you haven't seen Cobra Kai at this point in your life, you never liked Karate Kid. You never liked Karate Kid. You're not a good human being.
You can binge the first season, I think, like pretty easily.
Yeah, it's only like 15-minute episodes, I think, the first season, and then all that stuff. But the movie that we're talking about here is Cruella, everybody.
Yeah, Emma Stone played Estella / Cruella. And also played the Baroness, and Paul Walter Hauser played Horace.
Yeah, which is, and Joel Fry played Jasper. John McCready played Arthie. Like, it was a good cast of people, and they played off of each other really well. Now, the second movie was a movie that was never supposed to be a sequel.
Right.
But it is a sequel now.
Yeah, it certainly is.
It was directed and written and starred. I think his name's Jim.
Well, his real name is John Krasinski, but in this thing I'm about to play,
is it Jim?
I'm just saying that you can't be sure that it wasn't you.
That's ridiculous. Of course it wasn't me.
Marijuana is a memory loss drug, so maybe you just don't remember.
I would remember.
Well, how could you if it just erased your memory?
That's not how it works.
Now, how do you know how it works?
Knock it off. Okay, I'm interviewing you.
No, you said that I'd be conducting the interview when I walked in here. Now, exactly how much pot did you smoke?
How many times have you been asked that?
It matters what day of the week it is. And his ever-loving wife plays the main part in it, Emily Blunt.
Mary.
Poppins. Close your mouth, please, Michael. We are still not a codfish. Jane Banks. Still rather inclined to giggle, I see.
Good heavens. It really is you. You seem hardly to have aged at all.
Really? How incredibly rude. One never discusses a woman's age, Michael. Would have hoped I taught you better.
Yeah, so that's from Mary Poppins Returns. Something we didn't review on the podcast, but I think we both saw, right?
I saw it, and the only thing that ruined it was the guy who played the chimney dude, whoever that guy was. He sucked. Whatever his name was. He was in a play too. Something about Hamilton or something like that.
Oh, is that right?
That douchebag.
All right, fine. I think. Wait, you have some sort of vendetta against Lin-Manuel Miranda, and I can't figure it out why.
I don't either. I can't figure it out. I just don't like the sound of his voice when he talks. I'm just like, that guy's a scumbag, and it hasn't come out yet. It just hasn't come out yet.
Who else is in the movie we're talking about?
Cillian Murphy.
Killian Murphy, by the way. I found it's pronounced Killian.
Yeah.
No, dude.
I
Killian.
said Killian.
Fuck, you're ridiculous. Mr. Solomons, your distillery provides 1/10 of your income. Protection is another 10% of the rest you make from the racetracks. I know you keep a gun in the drawer. I know you keep it beside the whiskey. I know you offer a deal or death. I know what I'm saying makes you angry, but I'm offering you a solution.
And that's from Peaky Blinders, right?
Peaky Blinders, one of the best shows in history of man. Put it in your top 10 because it is there.
And I do want to mention Jimon Hansu is also in this movie.
Yeah, Jimon Hansu's in it as well.
Where is the diamond? Where is the diamond? Do you see a diamond? Huh? You devils have taken my family, my home, and they lost everything. Here, look. What is left? What is left?
From Blood Diamond. He's also in Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, also Captain Marvel.
He's in a lot. He's in a lot.
Never
of
back
stuff.
down.
He pops out. He pops out in a lot of movies in the past couple
He's
years.
great.
But the movie that we're talking about with all these actors in it is the one and only A Quiet Place 2.
Part 2. Yeah.
2.
And when we get into that, I have a little bit of trivia, a trivia based on us. So
I don't want to base anything on us.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
I don't want to base any kind of trivia. Chris, tell everybody where they can find us.
Find us online at moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We have a bonfire and get shit that our faces on it. What is that? It's but so there, search Movies Don't Suck and something to do. We are also at Patreon, patreon.com/movies don't suck. And we're on all streaming platforms. If you're watching us on Facebook, go ahead and like that page. Or watching us on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching us, if you're just listening to us, go ahead and subscribe to that too. So you don't have to do anything. Just you can still over to your phone or whatever. What?
All right. And today's sponsor. And today's sponsor is McNelly's. Yes, McNelly's Pub in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 409 East 1st Street is their downtown location, the original that started it all, with an astounding selection of beer and a menu full of pub classics. McNelly is a gathering place for everyone and everything, and endowed the McNelly's Group. It is literally a pub. The original McNelly's opened in downtown Tulsa in 2004. It was inspired by the great pubs in Dublin that the founder Elliot Nelson encountered while he was studying abroad in Ireland. Like those classic old pubs, McNelly's, more than anything else, is intended to be a comfortable gathering place for the community. You can look them up at McNelly's, McNellies.com, or you can find them on Facebook at McNelly's Pub. And if you ever come to Tulsa, I am telling you right now, it is one of the two spots I take people when they come visit me. One of the two spots.
So you're going to take me down there when I visit you?
Yeah, whenever you want to, man. Seriously, it's one of my favorites. Because one, it's cheap. Two, they literally have like over 90 beers on tap. On draft.
Are we going to have to Uber back home?
More than likely. Every time I go there, bro. And the
Okay.
food there is ridiculous. They actually have really good, they have cottage pies. They have...
oh, shit, they got cottage pie there. Ooh.
Yeah, they got cottage pie,
Ooh.
Scotch eggs. They have a Reuben where they make their own corned beef, and I freaking get I go between the Reuben and the Scotch pie. They also have good burgers and all that stuff. I wouldn't know. I only taste one bite of those because I always get the Reuben or the cottage pies because I'm an Irish bastard that likes fatty foods. But
Scotch eggs do great too. I love Scotch eggs.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna probably go to Muskogee on Sunday, the Renaissance Festival.
Oh yeah,
I got some free tickets lined up for myself.
nice,
and
exciting.
yeah,
Are you gonna get some turkey leg?
that I get. There's two things I always buy at the Renaissance Festival.
Mm-hmm.
That is a turkey leg and a Scotch egg, and then the
Okay.
rest I try to sneak in. Like I sneak in my alcohol, I sneak in everything else, and if I find someone that I might want to commission something with in the future.
Sure. Okay. Fair.
Do you like to commission things in the future?
Well, the only thing that I think's being commissioned in my house is people email Leah asking her to make stuff and ceramic stuff for her. So.
Oh! I thought you was going to say your ass was being commissioned out.
That too.
You got a yellow beer label? What your yellow beer label are we
It's just
drinking?
Shiner. It's just Shiner.
Oh, just Shiner. Okay.
Yeah.
I got Samuel Adams right now. Samuel Adams Summer Ale is what I'm drinking.
You told me that you're just cleaning the fridge, right?
Yeah. I had off and on. I had a different group of people here every night this past weekend spending the night. Except for one common was my good friend Yates and his family, his wife and his daughter. But then the door kind of I had my friend Aaron, who actually introduced me to all the geeky people at the Renaissance Festival.
Okay.
If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have gone down the line where I ended up meeting Mr. Chris Owens here. So she was the first person to get to sit at my bar, where the bar that I bought is that's the bar she took me to meet everybody for the first time.
Well, that's nice.
So she got to break. Me and her had the first beer at that bar that we bought and rebuilt. Then we had like different people here Saturday. Then we had different people here Sunday. And then Monday morning, I kicked them all the hell out. And I like literally sat in a black cave. I closed every curtain, no sunlight, nothing for the next 2 days. For me to be socially burnt out, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
So
your friend Aaron, is it Aaron?
No, Iran.
Iran, okay.
I make it very close. I make it very clear to everybody. That's why when I first introduce her to people, I always call her Iran.
Okay, gotcha.
And I've been doing it since. I mean, I've known her longer than everybody. Literally, all my friends that I have, like Mr. Matt Yates, Mr. Mike Riley, Mr. Everybody that you think I've known longer than everybody, that is not true. Iran was literally one of my first friends that I ever met. In fact,
that's nice.
She's the only person when we come in to visit you, because we're just going to come up on your birthday and stay the night and then come back the next day.
Totally fair.
I think she's the only person I'm going to go visit really quick before we come over.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys aren't too far away from us. You're about 4 hours, right?
Yeah. Matters how fast I drive that day.
We'll see what happens.
I could probably make it in 2.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, you're like, I'm just being honest.
I'm just being honest, man. I'm just throwing it down. Also, there's one thing really quick before we jump onto what you did this past couple of days or what's going on in your life.
Sure.
This guy brought he laser sketches onto wood, and he made this book. It looked like a book. I should have took pictures of it. I asked him to send me some pictures actually. And the book, the spine of the book is a dice tower.
Nice.
And it's locked, and you have to slide the joints, the pages kind of the book to open it up. And then inside, he had the game Werewolf.
Oh, is it?
Have you ever played Werewolf?
Is it One Night Werewolf? Like, is it like a hidden role game?
It's what Among Us is based off of.
Yeah, okay. So, I've not played it. Wait, no, I know about it. I haven't played it though.
Yeah, so he popped this out, and we played it one night around the fire pit, and literally, there 2 people are werewolves, and then everybody else are villagers, and they got to guess who the werewolves is. I'm not going to go through the mechanics, but
Kelly have one, right?
So guess who's one of the people that got the werewolf card?
It had to be you. I bet you're excited, dude.
Guess who won the fucking game?
O'Neal. Good job, buddy.
I turned everybody against each other, dude. I killed I knew who the other werewolf is because of the components of the game.
Yeah.
And I started killing off all their friends. Like I didn't kill off the close people around me, but everybody around them. And then so everybody started guessing them, killed them off, came down to only 3 people left. And at that point, the werewolf gets to kill one more person. It's only 2 people left. That's the end of the game.
That's awesome.
And when I said I'm the werewolf, everybody's like, we all fucking knew it. Why didn't we go at you? Like,
I bet you want to be a werewolf too. I bet you're excited about that. Knowing you, yeah.
I was all about it.
Ooh.
I was about it, rowdy.
I didn't do anything this week. Sunday, or I guess Monday. No, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. Me and Leah, we used to do a lot of geocaching. And for those who know what geocaching is, you know what geocaching is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we used to do much of that, and we hadn't done one in 5 years, right? So
I know what it is. Maybe you should describe it to people that are listening that don't know what it is.
Geocaching it's kind of like a scavenger hunt. What you do is you go download the app, and they give you the longitude, latitude of a location. You go explore that location, and you find what's cached. Sometimes outdoor tin, sometimes it's just hidden under a
Sometimes
branch.
it's a little piece of paper. Sometimes
the paper is inside these containers, and you go in there and you sign it.
Or there's little tools or little toys or stuff you leave.
Sometimes it's a riddle to show you where the exact thing is. It's kind of like treasure hunting. Me and Lee
Did you get the one that said under the place where Harry Potter lived?
No, but
on the north side of town, on in the West Bottoms, down by the haunted houses, there's one, and the clue is where Harry Potter lived.
Okay. Oh, it's under some stairs, isn't it?
It's under some stairs.
So me and Lee have done 136. That's including the 2. That's including the 2 we just did on Monday. Yeah, on Sunday. So me
and my wife haven't done that in years, man.
We haven't either. We haven't done it either, and we're gonna get back into it because it's something we did. We found one in Iceland. We found one in Canada.
Oh no shit, really?
Yeah. There, so
Damn.
we didn't do it in Mexico, and we didn't. And I don't think we did it when we were in Sweden or Denmark, which is kind of a bummer because we should have done it. But we're back into it. We stopped 5 years ago for some reason. Oh, I know what killed it. We started playing Pokemon Go, and that killed it for us. But now we're back. Now we're back. So I hope we continue to do it because it's actually a good way to stay active and be fun. Other than that,
makes sense.
I had nothing happen, so it was just sort of just a 3-day weekend. Memorial Day. Memorial Day was fine.
You, man. That sounds so relaxing.
It was.
I had to come up with food and stuff. I mean, I had to figure out how to entertain these fuckers. I don't know. No, I didn't. You know, I said, look, there's a bar, there's a pool, there's TVs.
I'm still kind of freaked out how we entertain people on a Saturday of next week because
it's very easy. Okay, you don't have a pool, so you can't do that. No.
Yeah.
But you have gaming tables.
Yeah, we do.
And you have TVs and screens, right?
Yeah.
Throw on random stuff that you like, and everybody else likes. Like Deadpool, or something that's funny and people like, and some people might.
We're definitely watching Life Aquatic outside. That's the main thing. That movie.
Yeah. That's your main thing. Yeah. But to keep people going, just have music or a movie playing. Like you can have music videos. Like you can go to YouTube and create music video lists.
Oh, 90s alt rock. Yeah.
My YouTube, if I sign in anywhere, I literally have I think a 90s one right now. And I have a haunted movie, old horror movies list that I made all on YouTube. And you can do that. You can, but basically just have something in the background. Don't make it loud. Don't make it like it's the whole point.
I am providing bottled water and alcohol at the very least, and probably snacks. But what I hate more than anything is getting gifts in front of people. Like if people watch me with gifts, I literally have an anxiety attack. So
oh really?
Yeah. So if you give me a gift, I want to be just a very small group. If you got something for me, but if you don't, that's fine.
I don't want to hear bull crap, man.
Okay, fine. All right. Hey, you know what we are? We are 20 minutes into the podcast. We should probably.
We haven't talked about one of these badass movies yet.
All right, let's start Cruella, man. Right?
Cruella de Vil.
It's just called Cruella. This movie.
I know.
Okay. Hold on. I'm pulling up everything. So yeah, directed by Craig Gillespie. Gillespie. It's Gillespie, right?
Gillespie,
yeah. He known for directing one of the first things we did. I, Tonya. So good.
The Finest Hours, $1 Million Arm, Lars and the Real Girl. I mean, Kid Cudi. He did the music video.
Did you like Lars and the Real Girl?
Yes,
You did?
I thought it was
You
all
did?
right. I thought it was okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
I was trying to remember the
thinking
movie.
about it? Yeah.
I was trying to remember the movie. It gives me a second sometimes. Sometimes I got to remember. Oh, Mr. Woodcock. He directed Mr. Woodcock. Was his first movie.
Was that the one with John Heater and Billy Bob Thornton?
I believe so. I know it's
I'm
Billy
thinking
Bob Thornton. I can't remember if it's John Header.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking of School for
No,
Scoundrels.
it's Sean William Scott.
Oh,
Man, I missed
gotcha.
him.
What happened to that guy?
People don't like him. I don't know. I don't know what happened to Sean.
So this
William
movie
Scott.
had 5 writers, not 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, but 5 writers. Dana Fox, Tony McNamara, and usually that is a sign of a movie that's had problems.
And this movie did not have problems.
Should we go through the actors again real quick? Emma Stone played Estella or / Cruella. Hold on, I gotta pull this stuff up again. Here we go.
Emma Stone, come on, man, where you at?
His name is an anagram for I love.
Yeah, which is short in each time. And also Emma Thompson.
You could go a little longer on that one.
It's
Come
too
on,
late
come on,
now.
hit
It's
it,
too late now.
Kid, no, do it again.
Fine.
My name is an anagram for I love.
What's an anagram?
Look it up, big boy.
Okay, that's good.
There you
Okay,
go. See?
okay.
See? Finish the sentence at least. Come on.
We got Emma Thompson to play the Baroness.
I think it's time for a raise.
I see. This is actually very exciting to me.
Really? Great.
Because what you're describing is the most clear-cut example of the classic sexist argument for the advancement of men in the workplace.
There we go.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Paul Walter Heise.
I've been a co-op specialist in Switzerland and Europe. Hostage retrieval is my area of expertise. I'm telling you, man, we're in and we're out.
Okay, there we go. And
then
also
last but not least, Joel
What are you talking
Fry,
about? I don't have a Joel Fry clip.
Herbie Halibutzy, Jamie Demetria, Emma Lynch, John McCree. Anyway, yeah. So here, let me read the storyline. I guess.
Ooh, it's a long one. Here you go.
I saw. That's why I
Okay.
wanted to get done. Before she becomes Cruella DeVille, teenage Estella has a dream. She wishes to become a fashion designer, having been gifted with talent, innovation, and ambition, all in equal measures. But life seems intent on making sure her dreams never come true. Having wound up penniless and orphaned in London at 12, 4 years later, Estella runs wild through their city streets with her best friends and partners in petty crime, Horse and Jasper, 2 amateur thieves. When a chance encounter vaults Estella into the world of the young and the rich and famous. However, she begins to question the existence she built for herself in London and wonders whether she might indeed be destined for more after all. When an up-and-coming rock star commissions Estella to design him a signature piece, she designs to feel as though she has truly arrived, but at what cost of keeping up with the fast crowd? And it is a price willing to pay.
That's a horrible description of this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Now that I read it.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. I what can we say about this movie? One, it's good. It's a really good movie. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's about it. It's literally the background story that none of us ever wanted of Cruella, and
well, they sort of
now we all
retconned
want
it,
it.
right?
Now we all fucking want it. Like,
Yeah, so they sort of changed her character. Like she's still wicked and like badass and all that, but it's different.
it shows
right?
how she turns wicked.
Right, but I don't think this Cruella, the one in this movie, is the one we see in 101 Dalmatians. I think it's a different Cruella. Like they changed it a bit, and that's fine. You know?
I mean, they changed the Joker, in
Yeah, they
like
did.
every movie they've done since '89 Batman.
I mean, I see like I can see a bunch of movies coming out of this, a bunch more movies, but they sort of changed Cruella to be kind of a hero.
Well, I
You
mean,
said-
anti-hero. I'd go anti-hero.
Yeah, but Cruella DeVille, no one ever. She was in the movies, like the earlier things. She was a puppy killer. You know what I mean? Like,
but not until the end.
Not until the end. But
And then
this
at the end, she gets a better heart.
Well, in this one, I'm not giving anything away, but it's different, and it sort of explains it in a different way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you think about it, in the movies, Cruella de Vil is always painted as a bad person by the press, by the media. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and she's the future.
Yeah. So this movie, it's Disney. We want to say that off the bat because if it wasn't Disney, there'd be a whole armor of punches not pulled. But Disney did a good job of making something kind of punk rock about Emma Stone's character.
To be very honest, very punk rock. I'd say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
70s punk rock when it was still like, oh, lovey-dovey, we all love each other.
First off, I want to say this movie's fucking beautiful. The way it's shot, the costume design, the set design, fantastic.
Costume design, if the costume design for this movie does not win a fucking Oscar, win the fucking Oscar.
yeah.
It needs to win it. It doesn't even you need to come up with some really good shit to beat this. If next year at the Oscars, if this does not win it, or if it's not even nominated, we're not covering the fucking Oscars.
Both Emma Stone and Emma Thompson, the two Emmas, they were fucking fantastic. Anytime they're on the screen together, that was the movie. Like, you wanted to see them together on the screen because when they are together, it's fantastic. Of the acting, it's really great. And Emma Stone did a really good job playing playing Cruella. Really, like, just she had it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She I don't know how she prepared for this character. I try to find some stuff, but to be honest, it was all still through like that service we all used during the pandemic. What was it called?
Netflix?
No, Skype.
Oh, Skype, gotcha.
Yeah. Like, it was all like Skype meetings and stuff, but but no, Emma Stone knocked this fucking thing right out of the park. She came up, and I could not picture anyone else playing this part. And the funny thing about this is the person who played Cruella de Vil first was the executive producer of this movie.
Glenn Close, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I do want to mention that this is a PG-13 film, so it's, right away, because I honestly think Emma Stone is so sexy as Cruella de Vil. Really, like the character she played is just, I'm like, God, look at that. She's really pretty.
The filming of this movie was delayed because Emma Stone fell off her friend's shoulders at a Spice Girls concert in 2019.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's a rumor, though. She actually hurt her shoulder. She hurt her shoulder the night before, and then she went and met the Spice Girls the next day at the Spice Girls because that's her favorite band of all time when she was a little girl.
That's cute.
But that was the rumor of this movie. But Emma Stone knocked it out of the park. Paul Walter Hauser knocked it out of the dim.
Jasper and Horace.
Oh yeah, they played their characters. Everybody that was in this movie played their characters. Artie was amazing side character.
Oh, dude, loved Artie.
The more he popped up, the more I loved it. It was just one of those. John the Valet, Mark Strong.
Yeah.
Oh.
And even Paul.
It's so good.
There's some callbacks even to the original films, because but again, this is a different
this movie twice now.
There's a Cruella on a different track. I feel like they can make movies out of this, and so because everyone is Pongo and Perdita, right? But I don't think that. I think this Cruella's gonna go a different path. Like, honestly, I was really happy with the direction they took Cruella's character. It really was.
Yeah, I did too. And like I said, I've already watched this movie twice. I'll probably watch it 3 times by the end of the week, I'm guessing.
So, what was you went to the theater to see this? I know the first time
Correct.
at the very least. So,
Yes.
how was the theater experience for you on this one?
It was good. There was only like 4 or 5 people because I went like at a weird time. I went like at 1:30 in the afternoon. Like, I didn't go like on Tuesday when movies are half off. I think I went. Well, I went. Yeah, it was just a weird time that I went, and there was like nobody really in the theater for me.
But then you went a second time with your family, right?
No. The second time I just we got on.
Oh yeah.
On Pirate Disney Plus.
So real quick, if people want to see this, where should they see it first?
I would say in the theater. This is a theater.
Yeah,
movie.
absolutely. It's a
I
theater
think
movie.
that's. I mean, because this movie was done a while ago, and Disney didn't release it until just now. And to be honest, good for them. This is one of those movies that should have been released in the theater. Just like you know, one of the movies I've been bitching about more than anything in this world is fucking Black Widow, because I want to see that fucking thing.
Oh,
like
we're definitely
yesterday.
seeing it in theaters. Yeah, it's because
no,
July,
I
right?
know that.
Yeah.
I know that. But
Okay.
during the pandemic, I'm like, I would have watched that movie 17 times by now. You know,
Yeah,
like,
but at least it's going out in July, and we'll see it, and we'll see it in theaters
Yeah.
at the very least. I mean, we're gonna definitely see it in theaters. I know we are. But Cruella, pretty good, really good. I liked it a lot. My wife liked it too.
yeah, the characters played off of each other well. If you know anything about the 100 Dalmatians story or anything like that, it followed it's like how people met and stuff like that end up even at the end of the movie. It even showed on like some characters and stuff like that, if you know the 101 Dalmatians, but they had fun with it. And to be honest, I like the fun they had with it. This is like MCU Cruella, you know what I'm saying? Like how the MCU takes liberties with Captain America, Iron Man, and they change some of the major stories of all time. But the thing is, they do it in such a way that you're not mad at them, because you're like, I get it. This works in a cinematic universe. This doesn't work like how a comic would work or something like that. And that's kind of like how this does. Some of the things making her just pure evil the entire episode, like they did with what was the evil witch they did? Angela Jolie. Maleficent.
Oh, Maleficent.
Yeah. Another great villain that they made you look on her side and go, oh, maybe she isn't the villain.
Yeah, so I want to mention this is getting a lot of comparison to Joker. Do you see that?
How it is the story of a villain that has nothing to do with the actual story. Yeah, I get it.
Well, do you think this movie would have been made with the Joker hadn't been made?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Disney's on a kick on live action movies right now.
Yeah, but my wife was not looking forward to it because they're on a kick of live action movies and they're remaking everything. But this one took a really fresh approach, and you know, we've seen these live action remakes and they're fine, but they're never. They're never as good as the original. And this one is so different and so fresh that it's.
This would be the top three of the live action things that they came out with that are based on the animated.
Fucking number one for me. Number one of the live action
Really?
stuff that they've done. Yeah. Of recent live action stuff, like
really,
this
Do you think it's better than Beauty and the Beast?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, really.
So Emma Stone beats Emma Watson, huh?
Oh fuck yeah!
You don't like Hermione?
I like Hermione just fine. Just this movie hit me in a good spot, better than those movies did.
What about Jungle Book?
Jungle Book's fun. I'm just like I wanted a fresh story, and this is a fresh story. Those movies that I knew what was happening, I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
To me, this one is I like something that's more original than what I've seen, and those other movies are fine. But when it comes to what Disney's done recently, this is the most creative thing they've done, up there with Raya and the Last Dragon. You know, like when it comes to movies they've done, and so I was glad to see this. I was glad it exists, and I'm glad I saw it in theaters.
I know. I can't believe it only took second place, you know, at the box office this year, at this week. You know? I mean, but
if there's a sequel, it will make me go see it for sure. You know,
there's already talks. There's already talks.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But
is it really though?
You got quotes? I'm sure you got quotes on this, right?
What? Why would I write down quotes of a movie I went and seen? That's just weird.
Let's
go
to
fucker
quotes.
Does that? From the beginning, I've always made a statement. Iron Woman, hear me roar. Wasn't big in 1964. As you see, I broke the promise, but just a little. I gave you your job description. Don't go out of your duties. I can't leave you looking like that. It'd be too cruel. I am RD or Art. like a work of. Maybe she had one person to take care of, and she failed at that. And there, my friends, is the angle. Yeah? You don't remember that part?
Yeah. I remember that part. It's a good one. Yeah.
Hey, let's go ruin someone's days. It's like rats, the size of dogs, but it's a rat.
Yeah.
That's the bravest rat I've ever known. Darling, if I have to repeat myself, this would take forever.
Are you going through something? You're like trying not to give away 5 points.
I mean, I'm writing it in the dark again, people.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you used to, in the past year and a half, you had to write in the dark, right, with the lights on, but we're back in theater now, so. But
you can't care about anyone else if you want to be famous. Everyone else is just an obstacle. Oh. Boys, I pay for your opinion or obscure. Now, I want to be a dog. That makes sense. All to tone it down. All try to put it in. Oh, here we go. Now okay. I know what I wrote here. That makes sense. All to tone it down and try to fit in stuff. I'm Cruella, born brilliant and a little mad. And there's something about poetic justice. It's just poetic.
So, I want to hear your score on this.
I got to give it a straight even 4.0.
I'm with you, man.
I mean, like, is it going to change time and minds and the history of all cinema? You know what? No, fuck that. I'll go higher. You know what? 5.0 means it's changing time in cinema and stuff like that. I'm going to give it 4.5.
Okay. All right.
You know why?
Why?
Because it entertained me. It was quite entertaining. It told a new, fresh story, even though it's based on a villain we all know. So you get the nostalgia, but you get a new story out of that nostalgia. And on top of that, the acting, the group of actors, and the wardrobe, the cinematography. Like, you could tell the people who made this movie loved making this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel like that's a necessity with a good movie, is you got to understand that they loved making what they're making.
So mine was 4.0. I thought it was really done really well. I was really happy to see something that didn't upset me. I didn't go in excited. Like, I know you went in pretty excited for it. I was pretty lukewarm on it. I wasn't like, but I came out.
It's because of the Seth Rollins hairdo, man. The Seth Rollins hairdo gets me every time.
Okay.
You don't even know what that means. You don't even know what that means, all right?
No. Fuck. So, but
no, you don't. All right.
Explain to me if you're gonna.
No. I'll explain it to you. Keep going.
All right. So, I was really pleased to see this movie. It's really well done. The costume is amazing. The acting is amazing. And I mean, like you said, if it's not nominated, at least the very least nominated, it's there had to be something fucking incredible to come out the rest of the year to beat the costume design, set design of this movie. It's really, really well made, and I think it was made with love. Honestly, I don't think this is a cash grab at all. 4.0, very entertaining. I enjoyed my time. It's a little over long.
Did you enjoy your time though?
Yeah, I did. It's a little over long, but I can forgive for that. But 4.5 really? For you. Yeah, come on. 4.5 for you. 4.0 for me. We're gonna go Rotten Tomatoes, and I want you to tell me what the audience score on this is.
I 100% have to say that the audience score is going to be an 85.
97%.
Damn, 97?
Yeah, 97. Okay, the audience says, with dazzling costumes, a great soundtrack, and a pair of terrific performances from Emma Stone and Emma Thompson, Cruella shows a classic character in an entertaining new light. Yeah. Okay. What is the critic score on this?
The critic score on this will
Mhm.
be 88.
74.
What the fuck is their bullshit excuse for that?
Cruella can't quite answer the question why its title character need an origin story, but this dazzling visual feast is awfully fun to watch whenever its leading ladies lock horns. So, yeah, this is a movie that we recommend, guys. Go out and see it. But I think now it's time for news, right?
What are we talking about?
News time, right?
Why are we talking about news?
Because we just finished the first movie, and generally the middle segment's news.
First things first.
Okay.
I just sent you a Facebook message.
Okay, let me hit that up.
And that is what I'm talking about when she has Seth Rollins hair.
Hold on, it's still pulling up on my end because I got a slow connection.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, I know. You have a slow connection. You don't know how to get a booster for your router. I guess.
I do.
That
It's just
$20.
it's
$20
upstairs.
is so expensive. You can punch it to your outlet in the basement, and it pulses everything.
Is that an actor? I mean, I'm sorry. Is that a wrestler? It's a wrestler.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right. Of course, I should have known. Okay,
Seth Rollins is a former WWE champion and Universal champion, and he used to have half blonde hair and half black hair, and then Cruella stole it from him.
Yeah, I guess so. That's
no, it's a lie. Corella's been out since the fucking 60s, you jackwagon.
Jackwagon. Are you ready to go for news?
Talking about jackwagons. No, we got something before the news.
Okay, fine. What is it?
Today, or not today, but yeah, today or in this month, in the next 7 days, you share the same birthday as one of the greatest legends of all cinema history.
And who that?
Yeah, play it. So how old are you turning now? You're turning 46?
35.
You're 48?
Turned 35, dude.
You're 35.
Yeah, I'm old, man.
Oh my gosh. Well, I will be there. We are going to do an episode live with good old Chris right there at his house. And do you know whose today's birthday is, though? I know your birthday's on the 10th, right?
9th.
I keep fucking that up. I
share
keep
birthdays
remembering the 10th because it's close and stuff like that.
Do you want me to tell you who I know who's I share a birthday with?
Who?
Johnny Depp.
Oh, wow. Really?
Natalie
Do you know
Portman?
whose today's birthday is?
Who's that?
How about you kill that birthday? Kill the birthday.
Okay.
It's hard to trace, I guess. Wait, you changed your name to McLovin?
Oh, it's that guy's. Oh, yeah.
Today is the 40th birthday of McLovin. As his birthday on the ID is May 3rd, 2021.
Well, today's the 3rd of June.
Yes, that's what I said. Oh, I'm sorry. June 3rd. June 3rd. I said May. June 3rd is McLovin's birthday, and he would be 40 years old today. So
Wow.
you are 5 years younger than McLovin.
Makes me feel good.
The R&B Irish star.
The sexy hamburger.
The sexy hamburger. But anyway, now let's do news.
I want to mention one more thing. I also share a birthday with Natalie Portman and also Michael J. Fox. So there we go with that.
Yeah, you know what?
What?
I share a birthday with somebody that makes all three of them look like punk bitches.
Who's that? Andre the Giant?
Adam Sandler. Oh!
The Sandman. The Sandman.
Anyway.
Here we go.
This is Movies You Don't Suck and something to do movies news. I'm going to talk about movies. Chris is going to act like he's never heard any of this shit, and then we're going to laugh about it a lot.
You know, I talked to someone recently who said this was their favorite segment of our show.
Really?
Yeah.
Were they gay?
What would that have to do with anything?
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm three-way.
You might have to ask them.
Me, you, them.
You might
Me,
ask
you,
him.
them. All holes filled.
DP.
Anyway. So remember that they're rebooting the Toxic Avenger
Yeah, you mentioned that.
with Peter Dinklage, Taylor Page, and Jacob Tremblay.
I think you mentioned that. Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Is Jacob Tremblay? I'm sorry. He was in Room. He was the kid in Room, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay,
yep,
I'm ready.
yep.
I'm ready
Are you
for
ready
this.
for this?
I would bring it up. Yeah. So
They have casted the villain.
who's the villain and who is it played by?
The villain. They're not going to give you all that stuff. Dude.
Okay.
Come on now.
All
They're
right.
not gonna-
Well,
they're not gonna say
who
the
is
name of the villain.
who is cast?
You know him as the one with the Ring of Power.
You're not. They didn't fucking do Elijah Wood, did they? As a villain?
Elijah Wood is going to be the main lead villain in the Toxic Avenger movie reboot.
When's the last time he played a villain? Was it in Sin City?
No, I mean, what else did he do? He did that one. He did a crazy movie. I'd have to pull up his IMDb.
Not Daddy Comes Home.
But he did a movie where he was just like a total fucking psycho the whole movie.
Well, that was Sin City. He was in that.
No, it wasn't that one. It was later, dude. It was later. It was like something.
Some
Come
indie
to
film?
Daddy. Come to Daddy. Come to Daddy. It was
Well,
Come to Daddy.
he wasn't a villain in that though. I don't think.
Was he? No.
No, it was a fucked up movie, but he definitely wasn't a villain for Come to Daddy.
Whatever.
All right.
But yeah, Elijah Wood, right?
Yeah, let's do it, man. I'm interested in that already. So, okay, yeah.
All right. So David O. Russell, has a star-studded ensemble in his new movie, Canterbury Glass, starring already Christian Bale,
Okay.
Margot Robbie,
Yeah.
and who else is in this movie? I mean, Robert De Niro, Jennifer Lawrence. He did Joy in 2015.
For how volatile David Russell is on set. Like, I don't know if you've seen that video where he fucking calls Lily Tomlin a cunt and shit like that to her face, like yelling at her. He gets a lot of actors to come back to him.
Yeah, because in this movie, this is the list of actors in this movie in Canterbury Glass. You ready?
Uh-huh.
You got De Niro, Margaret Robbie, John
Margot
David
Robbie.
Washington,
Mm-hmm.
Rami Malek, Zoe Zendella, Michael Shannon, Timothy Oliphant.
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 He's so
Anna
handsome,
Taylor
dude.
Joy.
Oh wow.
Anna Taylor Joy.
Yeah.
And now starring in the movie as well, and her first big movie, Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. Like, yeah. So, I mean, David Russell's great. So I'm excited to see this movie. It's just gonna get made now. So-
Yeah, it's give me Jimmy's and
okay,
Wimmy.
When it comes to David Russell, I'm gonna list a few films. I want you to tell me who your favorite of his. Right? So he's done I Heart Huckabees. He's done American Hustle. He's done Three Kings.
Yeah.
He's done The Fighter.
Yep.
Silver Linings Playbook. And Three Kings. Out of those movies, what's your favorite?
Silver
I have my
Lining
favorite.
Playbook.
Really?
Silver Lining Playbook by far. By far. None of them even come fucking close to it. I Heart Huckabees is good. The Fighter is good, but they're at this level, and Silver Lining Playbook is fucking up here.
You know,
This
Three Kings?
Silver Lining Playbook.
You know,
Three Kings was good. Again, that's on this level. Silver Lining Playbook was way up here.
So my two favorites are actually Silver Linings Playbook and I Heart Huckabees, and they're right here. They're equal to me. You're wrong, but okay.
No, I'm very right. I'm
Okay.
very right on that.
All right, let's move on to the next news before you all angry at me.
Lovecraft.
Wait, real quick. What is? I mean, I like Silver Linings Playbook. Do you connect with it in a certain way that I don't?
Oh, because I'm completely fucked up, and I like people that are completely fucked up. Yeah,
That's
maybe
fair.
you should go back and watch it. Anyway,
Jeez, you're getting all a little venom in there, dude. Why don't you chill out a bit?
Lovecraft Country.
Yeah.
Great television show.
Sure.
The
I
star
have yet to watch it. I'm sorry.
is getting booked to play the villain to Michael B. Jordan's Creed in Creed 3. He will be the fighter going against him, Jonathan Majors, the star of HBO Lovecraft. So I can't wait to see that because it's Michael B. Jordan. And to be honest, who doesn't want to see that? You know?
Right. Hey, real quick, have you watched Master of None season 3 yet?
No.
Dude, what the fuck's wrong with you?
What the fuck's wrong with you? How many times you watch Cobra Kai season 1, 2, and 3?
I'm just asking you to watch season 3 of Master of None. That was the
I'm
question.
just asking if you've watched one season of Cobra Kai.
I watched the first season of Cobra Kai.
All right. Watch all of them anyway.
And then you watch season 3 of Master.
How much
Master
have you
of None.
watched of how caught up are you in Handmaid's Tale?
I have not watched one episode of him and Steel.
And that's you got major fucking bigger problems than me, bro.
I read the book too.
Anyway. All right, your
book.
favorite movie is getting an extended cut.
Is this what is it?
Super Mario Brothers, the movie, is getting an extended 20 minutes cut of new footage arrives free online. The Morton Jankel cut adds 20 minutes to the Super Mario Brothers, and you can watch the extended cut for free online. It goes to 25 minutes. The Morton, it's gonna fix it, dude. It's gonna fix it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to find where you can go watch it for free.
There's fundamentally like lots of problems with that movie itself, and I don't think the extended cut's gonna fix it. It's one of those movies I think you can watch it with a group and make fun of it and have fun, but I'm not gonna sit down on my couch alone.
You have to go to Internet Archive is where you can go find it.
Okay.
And are you ready for this? This news is going to make you happy in ways I cannot describe because I know you're going to be happy about this.
Okay. All right.
This is real news. This is real. I believe it's real happiness. It's Alamo Drafthouse will be opening a new 5 theaters after emerging from their bankruptcy. They will be going to new locations and trying new old locations that they've been at. Now, so far, Kansas City is not on this list, and that stinks. And I'm sorry for that. But just the fact to hear that Alamo Drafthouse, after the bankruptcy, got caught up, and now they're into it, and now they're going to buy 5 new locations, including in the Texas area because they're really big in some part in Texas. I don't know. Some, I guess they're from Texas. I guess it's called the Alamo Drafthouse. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they're literally going to be opening up 5 new locations across. I think one of them was in Manhattan, one's in Los Angeles. And let's just be honest, if they make money in those markets, they're going to be able to open nationwide.
So here's the thing, man. If I can have the choice to go through the Screenland here in KC or Alamo Drafthouse, I'm probably going to go to Screenland. But your Alamo does have specific, like, they used to do these theme movie things where they give away, like, for example, me and Leah saw Firefly, or I'm sorry, Serenity there, and they give away like tissues and stuff. So that was always really fun. So I'm excited to see when they come back, how they're gonna do it. I'd like to participate in those events again. So
yeah, I mean,
hopefully they just pick where they left off. Honestly, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying this from the bottom of my heart. Alamo Drafthouse is probably the best theater I've ever been in.
Both you and I, we want nothing more but theaters to come back. Honestly, like all of them, please come back.
Yes, please come back.
Yeah. Okay, what else?
All right, announced right before this podcast went on air. You ready for this one?
Wait, is this when you did your eyebrows at me? Yeah, I saw you did something like that before you hit live, and I was like, "What is that about?" But go ahead.
No. Wedding Crashers 2 is happening at HBO Max
with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson.
Yep, and Owen Wilson. They are both signed on to do the sequel. They are already got a script written, and Evan Susser, Fist Fight, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, is said to have penned the screenplay. So the guy who does, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Hopefully can't go wrong.
Hopefully it ain't shitty, man. That's what I want to say about that. Hopefully it ain't shitty.
I know. I'm sure it won't be. The guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine is writing it.
Yeah,
There's not
Brooklyn-
one bad episode about that.
Dude, who's your favorite character in Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Gosh,
Yeah, there's so many.
Terry
I mean,
Crews is so great. Yeah, Terry Crews is so great, and then Sully and the two big guys that just eat at their desk all day are great. Andy Samberg's character Jake is also. Amy is amazing.
it's
I don't
hard
know.
to pick,
They're all
man.
good.
Like, it's
And
hard
it's a
to
good
pick.
cast. It's a good cast.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite is
I'm
Andrew
sad that it's
Bronger,
coming to an end.
Captain Ray, dude.
I'm sad it's coming to an end.
But I mean, I'm all looking forward to though. I mean, okay, go ahead. Sorry, guys.
Pauly Shore.
Is he doing another movie besides The Guest?
He is campaigning to make an Encino Man 2 with Brandon Fraser.
Okay, I want Brendan Fraser's career to come back, but I don't know if we need Encino Man 2. I mean, I'm not sure if we do. I mean,
It might be it. It might be the thing that gets him back, dude. You never know.
I don't know if he's ever going to come back. Though. I mean, Brendan Fraser, I think will come back. I still see Pauly Shore come back. I mean, he's doing fine.
Guest House
manages
was
the
such a
comedy
good
store.
movie, though.
He manages the comedy store now, right? After Mitzi died.
And I don't know. Pauly Shore needs to come back.
I mean, we like The
All
Guest, right? The Guest was fine, right?
Real Notorious B.I.G. Killer.
This is a movie.
No. It's because of a movie that we didn't watch that I wanted to watch and we
Notorious.
didn't. But the Real Notorious B.I.G., the rapper, the murder was revealed in the last movie that was made with Johnny Depp and what was it called?
Oh,
it was
yeah.
called City something. City Slickers. No, City Talk. What was it called? Now I can't find it. I found it earlier. It was a good movie. City of Lies. City of Lies.
We didn't get a chance to watch it.
I watched it.
Something else.
I watched it.
I mean, I believe you watched it, but some other thing we opted for something else.
But do you know who the person was responsible for the death of Notorious B.I.G.?
Who?
Suge Knight.
Suge Knight? Suge Knight? I have
Yes.
heard that. He's in
And
jail
he
now.
wasn't trying to kill Biggie.
Who's he trying to kill?
That piece of shit, Sean Puff Daddy Combs.
Yeah, man. There's I've heard some unsavory things about Puff Daddy, about P Diddy, about Puff Shitty or whatever his name is. He changed it, but I've heard some shitty things about him.
Dude, every time anybody ever tells me who killed Tupac, who killed Boogie, I'm like, yeah, Puff Daddy. And they all look at me like, what? I go, who's the guy that made the most money when both of them died?
Yeah. Yeah,
say.
remember that song "I'll Be Missing You" that Puff Daddy did about Biggie? Ugh,
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah. All right. Eyes of Tammy Faye. Do you remember Tammy Faye Baker?
Yeah, dude. I remember her. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a shithead.
That's a movie.
But,
That's a movie. Guess who's playing Tammy Faye?
can I guess? Oh fuck.
Yeah, go
Let me
for it.
th-
Go
Is
for it.
Nicole is Nicole Kidman?
You are on the right track. We'll go stay within redheads.
Fuck, dude. Just tell me because I want to know so bad.
Jessica Chastain.
Dude, she's gonna be great as that. I can definitely see her do that.
You should here. I will send you this article. There's pictures.
Uh-huh. Okay.
They've already been filming it. And guess who's playing Jim Baker?
Who?
Andrew Garfield.
Dude, that's gonna be awesome.
And they already got photos from the movie. And the first
Yeah.
photo that you see actually on if you look it up when it comes through, is the picture of both of them. That is not that's not the originals. If you pull up your Facebook Messenger right now.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. So you growing up in the area you did and you grew up in a rural area of Indiana.
Yeah.
So they were holy fuck, look at that. Okay.
Yeah, right? You can't even tell. You can't even tell. It's so insane.
So you growing up in that area you did, does that mean that like you know all about Tammy and Faye Baker and all that shit, right? Like where you grew up, it was big. Same here. I think same in Texas and Louisiana. Like that the evangelical bullshit.
No,
that
they
was
came up. They came up north. They came up north. They came to Indiana and Chicago every now and then.
Oh,
dude.
they did?
Yeah, the Bakers
gross.
were around.
I'm sure what shitheads they are, man. What awful
Mhm.
people. I think Tammy Faye's still alive, right? Tammy Faye's still alive?
I don't know. I didn't
Right.
follow anything.
Okay.
Aaron Taylor Johnson. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know who Aaron Taylor Johnson is.
He played a kick-ass. He was the MCU's Quicksilver.
He's married to someone who's like he's one of the directors when he was 18. Yeah.
He is going to be playing Kraven the Hunter in Sony's first film to feature the character. Yeah.
Kraven the Hunter is it a comic book character?
Yeah, he's like one of the main villains of Spider-Man. He's like right up there with Green Goblin and
Wait, wait a second. You said Sony?
Yeah.
So
because Sony's doing the multiverse for Spider-Man.
I thought that MCU got control of that again. I'm guessing I'm wrong.
No. They have a deal with MCU that they can use Spider-Man because Spider-Man was so needed in the Civil War, and all those storylines.
You like what Sony's doing with Spider-Man, right? You agree? You like it? Like what they're making?
Yeah, I mean the Spider-Man movies right now are fucking badass. I rewatch them all the time.
Okay. What else is going on?
The Jackass 4 director has just now filed a restraining order against Bam Margera
Jeff Tremaine,
Jeff Tremaine.
Mm-hmm.
After alleged death threats. I don't know what path Bam Margera has gone down, but ever since Ryan Dunn has passed away, it has been a very dark path. And I used to be a skateboarder and stuff like that.
Yeah, so me too.
So I used to watch DKY.
Yeah, sure.
I used to at one point I wanted to get the heartogram tattooed between my shoulders.
Were you a fan of him? Were you a fan of him? That band?
Yeah, I was a fan of him. Yeah. Him's one of my favorite bands of all time. I've seen him over 30 times.
I had no clue. Okay.
Yeah. It's literally one of my favorite. I have memorabilia still from him concerts. And
so
I drank with Vila Valo at a blues bar in Chicago after one show at the Congress Theater. Like seriously, we drank. It was great.
I love the stories you have with celebrities. They're all great. But
yeah, dude, it was just, and I was just sitting there waiting for the L train because I missed the last one, the train that goes from Chicago to South Bend. That's when I think the last one runs at midnight or 1 o'clock or whatever. The concert went too long and I went and made it. So I just went to the fucking bar and said, "Oh, I guess I'm just drinking till 5:30 in the morning." So when the first
so here's the thing about Ben Margera. They said he could be in Jackass 4 if he was sober, but he didn't keep that promise. So they kicked him out and they called all scenes. And since then, Ben Margera has been fucking wild about it. It's sad.
It's all sad. It's all sad because Johnny Knoxville, let's be honest, Jackass is basically they stole CKY and then they
they merged it. I wouldn't say they stole it, but they merged it.
Yeah, they stole it, but they stole it and then revisioned it a little bit,
Jackass is way better than CKY is, though. Right? Can we say that?
No, fuck you. You and your fucking bullshit. CKY, Camp Kill Yourself. Oh, fucking God, man. Oh, I used to watch those videos after I watched those videos.
I don't like you talking shit on Johnny Knoxville, man. Don't like it.
I'm not talking shit on Johnny Knoxville. I'm just saying the people that did Jackass stole their ideas from CKY.
No, fuck that. Because you know what Johnny Knoxville did before CKY did anything? He shot himself in the chest with a fucking bulletproof vest on. He shot himself with a gun with a bulletproof vest on before CKY did anything. Johnny Knoxville's the fucking
CKY was out way before Jackass.
No. Yeah, but Johnny Knoxville was doing the shit way before CKY was doing it. Regardless,
we'll fight over this later. We will figure it out. All right. Last but not least, I found a movie.
By the way,
animated movie. I love you too. All right. Anyway, I found an animated movie that we are going to be watching for this podcast on June 30th, 2021. So let me tell
you decided we're watching.
Yeah, I'm already watching this one. There's nothing we can do about it.
Okay.
It's starring Channing Tatum, Jason Mantzoukas, Olivia Moon, yeah, Bobby Moyana, Judy Greer, Will Forte, Killer Mike, Simon Pegg, Andy Samberg.
I'd be honest, when you say Killer Mike, I was like, okay, I'm on board.
Yeah, you're on board, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the movie is called America, the Motion Picture. And it is a Jap anime version of the history of America.
So
With
it's anime.
lines like, it's an anime, but with lines like, fuck you, this is America, I'm gonna fuck you up the ass. That, who is George Washington, being voiced by Channing Tatum.
This
So
is gonna
the
be
people-
I can tell you this is gonna be so subversive and fun.
So the writers are people who do Archer, Cake, Dicktown. The animated company is the same animated company that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and The Mitchells versus the Machines. And some of the creative writing is also done by the people who did Godzilla, Wonder Woman, The Expendables, and Magic Mike.
Well, I can tell you this is gonna be subversive, and I'm sure Republicans will hate it.
Oh my god, dude. I am going to grab this and share it to you so you can watch the trailer after
Yeah,
we
send it
get
to me.
done.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. I laughed so hard, and I just found this right before we went on air. Like, I was laughing so hard at this, sitting here at this desk, waiting to talk to you about stuff. So, yeah, that's it, man. That's the movie news. That was called Movies That Don't Suck and Something to Do Movie News, where I tell Chris weird shit, and he tries not to get naked and drunk the whole time.
He's right. I haven't been. My hands been on my belt, but I've been able to.
Can't
So
let it
who
go,
we?
bro.
So let's talk about the biggest movie at the box office. This beat Cruella, right?
Yeah, this is 50. It made $57 million this past week because of this movie and Cruella. It is seriously what is now called the return of the movie theater.
And I couldn't be happier. Honestly, I couldn't be happier.
Couldn't be happier. We're all happy.
So this is a Cut Place Third Part 2, directed by, like the first one, John Krasinski, right?
Yes. John Krasinski.
Ooh.
I'm just saying that you can't be sure that it wasn't you.
That's ridiculous. Of course it wasn't me.
Marijuana is a memory loss drug, so maybe you just don't remember.
Okay, and then who else is in this movie?
Out of all the people, you cut off Jim. Like, I understand cutting off everybody
I'm just
else.
saying that you can't be sure that it wasn't you.
The biggest Office
I'm just saying
lover
that you
that I
can't be
know.
sure that it wasn't.
Trying to cut you off now.
All right. His wife, the great, even though she's his wife, it's not. That's why she got the role. It's just because she's one of the greatest actors of our generation, Emily Blunt.
Mary Poppins. Close your mouth, please, Michael. We are still not a codfish.
So, I want to mention something real quick before you get everyone else. John Krasinski and Blunt work so well together. There have been plenty of actor directors that have not worked well together. Wife and husband, they do great. Right?
Right now they're in talks for the best husband and wife from the MCU. I hope they do it. I hope they're it.
What is it?
Dr. Reed Richards and Susan Storm, the Fantastic Four.
Wait, would they be both in it?
Yes, they would be husband and wife. They'd be
Goddamn.
Susan Storm and Reed Richards.
Okay, who else in this movie?
Also, the wonderful Cillian Murphy.
Fuck, you're ridiculous. Mr. Solomons, your distillery provides 1/10 of your income.
That's good enough. Cillian Murphy, you guys don't know, he is Scarecrow from the.
Dude, there's so many different roles.
The no one
Cillian
films.
Murphy. Yeah,
Oh,
I
you don't
mean,
wanna talk- you don't wanna talk
no,
about
he's
this
good. No. He was one of the reasons I liked Christopher Nolan Batman Begins, the only good Batman movie out of that entire series.
20 Days Later, he was in that. Like, everyone knows some 28 Days Later.
Yes. I was going to say that. I was going to say 28 Days Later.
Dude,
he was
Breakfast on Pluto, man, is a movie that's not talked about enough.
Inception, the only good Christopher Nolan movie that ever existed.
Breakfast on Pluto, dude.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a movie that's not talked about enough. Breakfast on Pluto is
Watchmen.
Watchmen. Yeah, he was in the Watchmen.
It says Watchmen, but I don't believe it. It says it's a short. Girl,
okay,
with the
that makes
Earwing,
sense.
Cold Mountain, Red Eye. The list goes on for this dude. Peacock,
Parts
Tron
of Sunshine
Legacy.
were good. Parts of Sunshine were good, right? Only Parts of Sunshine. Dunkirk, dude. Dunkirk. Fucking Dunkirk. Dunkirk. But yeah,
Transcendence. Oh my gosh.
Red Eye. Red Eye. Did we talk about Red Eye yet? But yeah, who else is in also in this movie?
The guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. What's his name?
Jimon Hansu.
Thank you, Jimon Hansu.
Where is the diamond? Where is the diamond?
There we go.
That's a Blood Diamond with him and Leo DiCaprio. It's a great movie. Noah Jupe, who plays Marcus Abbott, also did a great job. But I want to talk about.
No,
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
just jump right in fucking front of me, you fucking
Hey,
dickhead,
fuck you,
fucking
dude.
asshole.
I can
You
talk
fucking,
too.
You
Yeah,
bearded
fuck
fuck.
you. No,
Do
no.
you fuck you? Anyway, but this is what I wanted to talk about. This is literally what I want to talk about. Is Millicent Simmons. Now, I could not find, of course, a talking role for her because she is deaf. 100% in real life, she is deaf. She is a deaf actress. But oh my God, if she does not get an Oscar nomination for this role,
good in this movie.
She stole this whole movie. This whole movie was Simmons. Like seriously, Emily did a good job. Killian did a good job. John did, where he was at. Jamon, every person did their part well. But she just stole it, dude.
You want to read the story out real quick? You want to read the story out?
Yeah, I'll read it.
It's a short one.
I'm sure it is. Just like your penis.
Fuck you, dude.
No, you got a nice sized penis. Anyway, following the events at home, the Abbott family now face the terrors of the outside world. Forced to venture into the unknown, they realize the creatures that haunt by sound are not only threats lurking beyond the sand path.
So this is obviously a sequel to part one. Which
is obviously now written into a trilogy, because if you go see this movie, you're gonna know this is gonna be a fucking trilogy.
I can't wait for the third one too. I gotta say something about this movie. So the first one was really novel for us because it was one of those movies that actually used the lack of sound as something fucking terrifying. Like the same with this movie. I want to mention that back in October 18th of 2018. I'm sorry. April 18th of 2018, we did episode 12. We talked about Quiet Place Part 1. I listened today, and it sounds like dog shit. It sounds so bad compared to what we're doing now.
We didn't have this cool equipment we have now. We didn't know what the hell we're doing. We're two guys like, hey, podcasts exist. Why don't we try doing one?
Yeah, I was. Oh my God, this sounds awful, and we don't know what we're talking about. It's all over the place. But I'm glad that we did it. I mean, we've done a few movies where the sequels comes out where we did the first one. This one actually was supposed to come out last year. The Boulevard Brewing Company here in Kansas City, they had cans with the Quiet Place Part 2, the original release date. And I remember looking at these cans after it was canceled. I'm like, fuck, they wasted a bunch of money on this changing their can design. But here we are with the Quiet Place Part 2. It was worth the wait. It really was.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I was swallowing a beer at the time.
Yeah.
John was actually doing he was the first live celebrity they had on the Late Show with Stephen Colbert just last week.
Yeah.
And he was there promoting the movie. He was promoting being the last celebrity they've had on the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. So how's that?
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
But to be honest, John said it right. He said this was not a movie made just to sit down and watch it at home. This is a popcorn flick.
This is something you want to see in theaters.
It was an hour and a half, right?
Yeah. It was an hour and a half. 97 minutes.
And to be honest, wow.
You guys need to see this in theaters, right? Need to see this in theaters.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, just
and
like
I was in a full fucking theater for well, I saw this on Friday night, a full fucking theater, and I can tell you, man, with a movie like this, you can hear a pin drop when it was silent.
Dude, yeah. And we had a good, I say we had a good 40 people in the theater.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot now.
And by any means. The same thing with A Quiet Place. Like now that you can't see A Quiet Place in a movie theater, the best way for me to tell everybody to watch it is like close all the curtains, everything, make it pitch fucking black. Don't have anything running, no microwaves, no air conditioning, nothing, no noise. You have a dog that barks, lend them to the goddamn neighbor. Like, But
unless you can't go out, or if you're just that sick, try to see this in theaters. 100%. In fact, if you go see it in theaters, you got John Krasinski at the beginning of the film. Thank you for coming to theaters, because I feel like you said, it wasn't supposed to be a trilogy, but it turned out to be, and it's honestly, this movie it's fantastic, dude. I fucking loved A Quiet Place Part 2. I really did.
Yeah, I mean, like, when like Emily Blunt didn't even want to do this movie.
Yeah.
She told her husband that, how can we top the first one? And then when John pitched to her one of the first scenes, which is known as the bus scene, and we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
She admitted the first take of that scene in the movie as she not only terrified her on the pages, but the stunt itself terrified her in real life, because it was a bus coming near her at 40 miles an hour. And
I can't say enough good things about this movie, man.
Oh, and there's some cool things too. Like in the town, like one of the places they go into or they pass by was called the Drop-In.
Yeah.
I love jokes like that. But right next to it was Brody's Pizza.
Jaws, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I caught those, and I was just like, oh, because I love those puns and stuff like that, especially like in shows like Bob's Burgers and stuff like that.
When you see those things like Chief Brody for Jaws, you see things like that, it's really fun to see to sort of think about that. So
and it's kind of like me being a pro wrestling fan, and sometimes they drop things from like 10 years ago that happened. It's like, oh, that's a payoff for me being a fan from 10 years ago till now, that I know what random shit you're talking about. And it's funny to me. No one else in the room is going to laugh, but I'm laughing, and that's cool.
So it's hard to talk about this movie. I don't want to give anything away about it at all, like plot points or anything like that.
Oh, no, I'm going to give it all away.
But I want to mention, this is a great sequel, and this is how sequels should be. It's not a cash grab. It's actually advanced the story in ways that you couldn't imagine. It's fucking great.
Yeah, going in, I really thought, and you know what, even John talked about in his interviews has been that, like, this is not a cash grab. He's like, if it was only going to be a cash grab, I would not have done it.
Yeah, I trust him.
He was like, I wanted the story to progress, and I 100% agree with the way they did it. Cillian Murphy, his character,
so good.
Brings in a different level of fear, I guess you want to say, sadness. Fear and sadness.
This is a horror film.
You don't know about his character. You don't know about Killian's character.
And, you learn a little bit about it. Moving on.
Moving on. But you still don't know if he is the good guy or the bad guy, or, like, without ruining too much. Like, you don't know. There's so many different little points in this movie where you're like, oh, and you see a person and you're like, oh, that person's probably going to end up being here to the end.
Yeah.
And no, that person died.
Yeah. No, the thing is, man, this movie is amazing. And I'm
not pointing to hurt people or anything like that.
Yeah. It's frightening.
You're frightening. You know how frightening you are? You're so scary.
Yeah.
You're so scary. Scary.
Anyway. I don't want to give anything away about this movie, but I want to implore people to go see it in theaters. Like 100% go see it in theaters if you can. It's incredible. If you had the first one, it's I don't really want to score yet, but I want to say, to me, it's just as good, if not a little better than the first one. Yeah. And of course, all the fun tricks they put in the first one when it comes to seeing things from Millicent's point of view with the silence. Everything's employed so well. It's such a technically well-made movie. I have a hard time saying having complaints about it. Really, so well made.
Yeah.
Do you have quotes?
Like 3?
Okay, let's do the 3 quotes, I guess.
Like, I guess it's like 6.
Okay,
like this is how full it is. It's not. That's it. All I got.
It's a quiet movie too. Yeah,
it's a quiet movie. It's not cool. It's not a quotable movie. But the first one, let's just get it right out of the way. My father in heaven, my kingdom come. Hallowed be my name. Yeah, that was
Shit,
one.
yeah.
When you saw the flame night after night, did you know it was him? I can save them. I can save all of us. If I don't go, you will soon be in a lot of pain. That's determination. No, that's necessity. And that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, so guys, I went back earlier today and I pulled our scores from the first one.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
I
you
want
did.
you. So I'm
No. I want to know what mine is before I score this one. It's not fair that you get
Okay.
to know and I don't, because
You
you
know-
know all of them.
My
What was
score,
my score?
your score is a 4.3.
On the first one?
Yeah. Where you on this
Cool.
one? Where you on this one?
I actually, to be honest, probably same level.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest,
Yeah.
I mean, this was really, it was a sequel that I didn't know I wanted,
Yeah.
but I'm glad I fucking got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like at the end of Star Wars, nobody knew that Empire Strikes Back was coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
the way I feel. I feel like A Quiet Place was one of those movies that changed cinematic,
Oh
like
yeah,
how
dude.
a cinematic horror movie is. And I believe this just continued it, man. I think if you watch Quiet Place and Quiet Place 2 right now in a row,
Mhm.
it makes sense. It's a perfect fucking story.
So when it comes to PG-13 horror films, this is also a milestone. I feel like
Yeah.
we get so many bad PG-13 horror films. This one employs it
Truth or
so
Dare.
well. Yeah, so bad. But my score was a 4.1. I'm actually with a 4.2. I know it's just a point difference, but I like this a little bit more than the first one, honestly. This one had so many different things. It gives a wider view. Also, it had that prequel part of it. It should how it began and also
Yeah.
where it's at now. And sort of like I kind of feel like pre-pandemic like post-pandemic sort of thing. We're sort of coming out of it now. But like I really connected with this movie.
I connected that part as well. Like,
Yeah.
because think of how we all were before the pandemic.
Yeah. Now
And like how it was all, I mean, it wasn't crazy like aliens were attacking us from fucking space and shit.
Yeah.
But it was like one day everything's open, everything's going, we're doing everything normal, and then all of a sudden, nothing.
Our way of life
do anything.
changes. Yeah, our way of life
just
changes.
overnight. Almost overnight. I mean, I literally bought a house and then remember when I bought this house, the whole plan was for you guys to come down the next weekend, and I was going to have a bunch of other people, and we're going to be like, it was going to be like 30 people, and that's how we were going to move everything and get it done, just like I did when we packed up, just to break in the place and have a nice little fun little party and stuff like
and we
that.
couldn't do that. We couldn't do that.
No. And my wife predicted it. My wife's like, I really think everything is gonna break down. We need to rent movers right now.
Yeah.
And we did. We rented movers the next day. And then that Wednesday was when everything
it's crazy.
Everything shut down. Everything was done. And that's what the beginning of this movie reminds me, is like these people had a normal way of life at some point, and now they don't. They have to live this crazy existence where, let's be honest, like 90% of the fucking population got wiped out in their movie. Here is only 500,000 people, I guess.
Yep.
Only half the city I live in.
So here we are. We're hopefully coming out of this thing. Go see this in theaters. And now we'll go to Rotten Tomatoes. What is the audience of this movie?
Dude, if it's lower than 85%, I'd be sad. So I got to say 88.
94%.
Oh, I was close.
Audience says almost as scary and as intense as the original. Quiet Place Part 2 will leave the audiences on the edge of their seats and waiting for Part 3. Now, Big Bad Mean Critic score.
$78.
90%.
Shut up!
Consensus is a nerve-wracking continuation of its predecessor. Quiet Place Part 2 expands the terrifying world of the franchise without losing track of its heart. And that's also something I want to mention. The heart is still there. The sort of family dynamics is still there. And
your face is still there.
But this is the reason to go back to movies, the theaters. A Quiet Place Part 2 is it's the reason. It's the reason. It's the reason. The reason is you. The reason is you.
The reason is you.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I'm not gonna do it. That was a very bad Hooba Stink.
Yeah. I think that's the song that killed them. By the way, the song that killed Hooba Stink. It was their biggest hit, but everyone else like the Hooba Stink fans are like, "What the fuck?" Like the original ones are like, "No, this is not what Hooba Stink sound like." But here we are.
It was a good song though. I mean, the rest of the songs were good. But anyway.
Yeah.
This so I guess Chris,
what do we see next week? What do we see next week?
Well, it doesn't matter, sir, because we're going to be talking about it in person.
Oh, shit. So The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It is one of the things we're seeing.
Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It.
And
then the other one's
Flashback.
I think that's all. Yeah. I tried to find a new movie. That's all I did. I tried to find a new movie, and I checked all streaming platforms. HBO Max has The Conjuring. Wait a minute. You know what we should do?
What's that?
Since Conjuring is on HBO Max, right?
You think we should watch it together?
I mean, I don't know if you can. Man, it's gonna be your birthday, and you're gonna be partying like a rock star.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna at least have 4 beers.
Yeah. Well, I think we can watch it fine together. Watch it fine.
You get drunk on 4 beers. Anyway, I know. Anyway, I love you.
We'll figure it out, man.
We got to talk about something here in a little bit too. Anyway, so yeah, we're doing The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Let's just watch them separate, and then we'll talk about them when we get there Sunday. As much as I'd love to watch it, let's be more about your birthday party and not being the separate little weirdos in the basement watching a movie together.
All right.
Are you guys jerking each other off? No, leave us alone.
Okay, so you give us online, newsunssucks.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/newsunssucks podcast. We're on Twitter at NDS Podcast. We're on Instagram at NDS Podcast. Visit us on bonfire.com. You can type in our name, our podcast name. You'll find shirts and stuff with us. Patreon.com/newsunssuck. We're on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, please like that page. And if you're listening to us on some other streaming platform, go ahead and subscribe so it's doing work to deliver to your phone or where you're listening to it right away. And how about someone's pal?
If you're a small business, send us up an email, message us, text us, whatever. You see me in a place, you have the Movies Don't Suck logo on our shirt, just ask about, can you promote my place? And yes, we'll do it. You don't have to pay us money because guess what? This is all out of pocket. This is our fucking hobby, guys. We are not doing this for fame, fortune, or anything like that. We like reviewing movies. It gives us an option to talk to somebody about it and to tell you information. You don't like us, you do like us, it doesn't matter. We'll still promote you amongst the thousands of listeners we have per week that we have on all the different platforms that we just discussed. Sure. And we love your face, and we love people, and we like building our community where we're at. So please do that. Anything else for you, Chris?
I think I'm good. Let's do this.
Yeah, hit the outro. Well, that's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Something. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, every time you're walking down the street being cruel to others, remember, there's a quiet place where your soul can die. Have a good night.
All right, man, we did it.
All right, nobody's viewing us, so I'm going to go ahead and kill this video. Thank you for viewing. If you're viewing us without it being, the time we're doing this live. So have a good day and love your face. I got to